So, Manuel from
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, this is one of those games that is a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year two, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll send their tight end left. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. That's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Richardson going to get it quickly out to Downs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On play action, Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A second down throw for Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Love. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Past the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Richardson. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And the Packers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A good play action with Love. That one on target to Watson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some runs. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Shotgun. It's Love. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is in. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Josh Downs now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Throwing is Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Third and long. Here's Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. A second down throw for Richardson. And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And the Packers are going to have it just past their 25.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On second down, Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Here's Downs to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Colts offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now Richardson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. On second down, Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. Inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our halftime report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. His touchdown run was the lone score of those first 2 quarters as his guys hold a 7-0 lead.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Love. Working across the field, he spots Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is down. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Richardson gonna look to throw. Open man. That's Alec Pierce.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He's going to tuck it and go. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. Second and 7. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 39 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the Packers have a 1st and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now Love. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're...
Good blocking, and he's in. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Greg, sitting up here with you. This is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. That pickup went for 29 yards.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
First and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From the gun, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go.
It's the side of 20 milestones like this makes a big time. HPV vaccination.
Here's Richardson, going to keep this himself. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Richardson.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Throwing is Richardson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Set to go now on first and 10. In motion, Reed. A good play action with Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On play action, Love. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Looking to throw, Richardson. He's got his big tight end, Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now. Here's Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Amazing 2 weeks for us. That's everything I got in mind. We have to be a lot closer than this.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jaden Reed was the intended target. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Running is Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. So, fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Dobbs headed in motion. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. It's a gain of 12 there. Good.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Expected this again, Fabian. You're really trying to. You don't know the jobs and the bars. I don't know how to run, children, the kids, only the day. I'm going to get back. Don't know if anything's going to happen. Oh, thanks. I'm going to get back. What funny. Well, I'm sure you'll teach her a lesson when she steps on the dog on too much. Listen, Dave, I received your memo, so we're not going to see the sequence report until next Friday. Well, we're going to spend a holiday weekend with their family. I don't know if I will. I'm going to be here. Yeah, man. What's that? It's about cutting out people a little slack, from around. Look, if you want to see some rough numbers, I can get to you on Wednesday. Rough numbers? This company was not built on rough numbers. I can find the numbers in my best and my own Tuesday. If you say so, Smurfy. It's good, isn't it? Well, I'm going to kill you. Hey, I just figured Joseph's the kind of guy who wants to mix it up. Get in there, ruffle some feathers. Look, I'm sorry, but that's what Joseph does. Okay? If you try to pull something, there's a volume on it. What are you trying to pull? Let's say. supposed to bring something to me.
This is for the scratchy twins out there. I take heaven with swimmings.
You're strict. You know that.
You know, good.
The way you have efficiently folded this tab on it. See, in a tape emergency, you can shave valuable seconds out your time.
Exactly. You totally know how to really do it. Don't you like it better now that everything on desk is perpendicular?
If it's not a right angle, it is a wrong angle.
Tomorrow I'm going to do your parts.
You gotta do what to my parts?
When I step into my line.
Well, I'm confused. I thought you were scared.
No, we're almost have like 6 minutes fast.